Well, hello, boys and girls. It's when I feel like at o'clock again. Saturday morning. It's the finest day in the land. Saturday night hockey. The best day that, well, every day is the best day. We just make it the best day, don't we? But I love Saturday nights. I do. I actually, I do my nap ratio. I cut it down on Saturdays because there's so many games that I find that it's a little bit intrusive. It's a little bit intrusive on the day for the 14 naps, so I generally don't. By the way, I'm Pearl of Wisdom, and you're listening to my NHL Pearls of Wisdom. From the bathroom here, that we're all my fans are helping me subscribe and everything, because I had a bit of a life situation where I spent all my money on alcohol. And I stopped about 8 months ago, and partying and such. I stopped about 8 months ago, and now we're building our life back again. But for now, I have like a lot of people living in this space and coming and going all the time. So this is the only place I get privacy. That's why I'm here. Yeah. Anyways, yesterday's games we were 2 for 2. So 50%, this 50% thing is not what my favorite thing in the world is. But I got my Edmonton Oilers right. And you can see what the rest of them are on my last one. Because it was, you know what? It was full of frolic. The last video was so full of frolic. And I think you'll much enjoy it. I think you will greatly be enlightened by all that it is. So go check it out. Today's games. Okay, this is going to be kind of throw people off. I did some heavy meditation on here. On Saturdays, I do serious meditation on my picks. I had to as well because I'm a little bit below the line the last little while. Haven't been hitting on all cylinders. So here we go. Panthers versus the Islanders. Oh, by the way, I want to get to 1,000 subscribers, because if I do, apparently I can't go live until I hit 1,000 subscribers. So tell all your friends, have a big subscribe party. You know what I mean? Like, all get around have a big party and have a few drinks and just subscribe all the time. Like, giggle, subscribe with Steve, subscribe to Perlo's channel, subscribe, and it'll be fun. Make it fun. Okay, Panthers versus the Isles. Apparently, it doesn't really matter if Grace is in net or if Lamoff is in net. They have the exact same numbers. Panthers are still feeling themselves out, I think. This is a really tough game. Bobrovsky in net, he's starting to come around. Isles just lost their 11-game or 10-game winning streak, and they're probably having to be lifted up. I'm just not going against Trotz anymore. I'm taking the Isles forward too. Sabres versus the Lightning. Now, I took the Sabres yesterday, but I didn't like betting. I'm still not a big fan of betting on games like in Sweden, where they're all in totally different environments. How they're going to react, what are they going to do? I kind of went with the fact that Buffalo had the most Swedes. That's really why I took it yesterday, and it was a 3-2 game. It was close. It was fun to watch, but I think this time with Carter Hutton in net and McElhinney for Tampa Bay, I'm going to go with the Sabres again. So please don't let me down. Don't let me down, Mr. Sabres. Mr. Sabres? Buffalo Sabres. I'm saying 5-2. I say they kick ass too. I say they're kind of like pissed off. Now, you lost your game. You're in front of all your friends. You're a little bit embarrassed. Settle down and kick some ass. So I think that's what's going to happen. Flyers versus the Leafs. Carter Hart is in the zone now. That's what I believe. I believe he's in the zone. So I'll have a little bit of coffee. So I'm taking the Flyers 2-1. Anderson's in his zone as well. I think the main thing here with this game is that the Flyers are starting to believe in themselves, and that's partially just because of goaltending. Goaltending can change everything. If your goaltending is going through a tough time, the team tends to go through a tough time. Carter Hart's on a roll. It's giving the Flyers confidence. Even though we're on the road here, I think you can make some money off this. I'm taking the Flyers 2-1, and I'm just going to leave it at that. Kings versus LA Kings versus Montreal Canadiens. Now, it says here Quick is in net. I can't go with Quick. I want Quick to win because he's had a rough go the last 2-3 years. And I really don't want his career to end. I loved what he did for the LA Kings, winning those cups and stuff like that. He was amazing to watch. One of the best goaltenders of all time, and it's kind of rough to see him going through this tough time. But if Campbell's in net, you're not going to believe this. I think the Montreal Canadiens, after... who did they beat last time? I can't remember. But they're on a bit of a high. But I just think that the LA Kings are putting it all together here. This is... McKinnon is getting his point across. He's starting to sit down some guys. He's saying, not enough of this. I want effort. Someone was like that. Montreal has a tendency to outwork teams. And that's the other thing. Montreal has played a lot of games lately. A lot. I think they could be a little tired. And I just think that the LA Kings could be a big play here. There's a card. This is a card where the underdogs could win a lot. You could take the Kings. You could take the Flyers. And I believe the Sabres will pay. I don't think the Islanders will, though. Canes versus the Sens. Remember last year when the Canes were doing all their funny antics afterwards? I can't remember I can't remember what the Hurricane. What was the name of that? Look, it's only been a year and I can't remember. There's it's just leaving me. Anyways, they were having fun, is what I'm trying to say. And this year they're not having as good a time. They're 9-6-2, and this is another game where the Sens could win it. The way the Canes have looked this last little while, they look like they're trying too hard. They need to just start having fun. The difference is, I think Rod Brindamore is going to put it through them today. I'm taking the Canes 4-1. Mrazek hasn't been at his best too, so. And the Sens are going to have Nielsen in net, so Nielsen could steal it. If you want to do a killer card, you want to throw like whatever your half a unit or something like that, do the Sens, Flyers, Kings. I bet you could make some serious scratch on that. And then take some of the favorites on the other ones to even it up. But I just have a feeling about those. Hawks versus the Pens. And here's another one. Colleton has been a mean guy since the beginning of the season. He's really put his shit down. This usually comes from a guy who believes in his team. And he sat Seabrook. He has sat veterans all over the place. And they've responded. The last, against Vancouver, they played very, very well. And I think it was this road trip that he was preparing them for. I think you could take the Hawks 3-2 here. And you could add that into that card. There is a serious underdog card happening here. Just the way the energy seems. Jari could be in net for Pittsburgh. So stay on the comment section there. On Saturdays, they seldom have the goaltenders already. The only thing we know for sure is Nielsen will be in net in Ottawa. Besides that, it's all possibilities, projected. And that usually doesn't stay the same. So remember to stay in the comment section. Remember, boys and girls, how much I care for you and love you. And we're going to do fantastic things together, aren't we? We are going to go all over the world spreading pearls. Feel that. Feel those pearls just falling on you? We're going to do that all over the world. If you feel that, right? So you feel those pearls, you just, we can save the world with that. Just that alone. Have a great day. Lots of love to you.